Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all will be fine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we discuss about what is general liability insurance. So let's start the video. Also known as business liability insurance, general liability insurance protects you and your business from general claims involving badly injured or property damage. Almost every business has needed for general liability insurance. General liability insurance definition. General liability insurance can help to cover medical expenses and attorney fee resulting from bodily injuries and property damage for which your company may be legally responsible. What does general liability insurance cover? General liability insurance policy typically covers you and your company to claim involving badly injured and property damage resulting from your product and services can operate it. It may be also covers you and if you have to help liable if damage your landlord property. General liability insurance doesn't cover employer's injury, auto accident, prevent and damage is most state, workmanship and international act of professional mistake. To learn general liability insurance, connect it with a local agent and nationwide at 1-888-490-1549. Now we discuss liability insurance. Liability insurance where to have to fault in an accident. Liability insurance provides the coverage of injuries suffered by other people's damage caused by someone else's property. Liability insurance may be cover hospital bills, back injuries sustained, and another motorist can be accident that were not fault. For example, on the flashback, liability insurance will be help to cover a damage if your car and you are in an accident where to other driver was the blame. If an accident happens on the road at your home, liability insurance can offer to financial shield. In fact, you might to require in the carry liability insurance and in the some cases here what you have to need now about liability insurance. How liability insurance works. You might think of liability insurance as an umbrella that helps to prevent from your being and financially smoked in the storm. Depending on the type, liability insurance and policy may cover items such as hospital bill, lost wages, car repair bills, legal fees if someone sues for over injuries or damage arising from an accident. Liability insurance doesn't cover every cost related to an accident. However, for instance, it is typically doesn't cover like think injuries you suffer from auto insurance you caused, damage to your car caused by an accident in your fault, damage to your car casually by your accident and incident such as thief, storm or hailstorms. Aside for not of covering certain things, liability insurance may not be entirely cover financial losses from an accident. These are because liability insurance typically comes with coverage limit. For instance, this is auto insurance policy might include a $2 limit like this. $1,000 million is the injuries such as each persons involved in an accident and their at fault exclude injuries or suffered. $3 million is the total injuries that are suffered in an accident at the fault. This is exclude injuries that will be have to suffered. $1 million is property damage in an accident your case. The cost of liability insurance are very widely depending on the factors such as kind of coverage by for where to life, homeowner and renter normally pay for personal liability coverage as a part of standard insurance policy and can increases their liability limits relatively in expandability. Liability coverage of different types of insurance policy. Liability coverage come from several forms. For example, you may be liability coverage as a part of your car insurance policy, also separately as a part of homeowner insurance policy. Here is the look for common kinds of liability coverage. Auto liability insurance. Most states require motorists to carry the minimum amount of auto liability coverage and many motorists must carry for combination of badly injured liability coverage and property damage liability coverage. Bodily injured liability insurance cost and cover medical expenses of injuries that someone else to suffer when an accident if your fault. Property damage liability insurance covers you damage cases of somebody else to property in an accident and they're your fault. In the dollar of limits, auto liability coverage vary from to state, and these are instance tax required at least $30,000 in coverage and insurance per person and $25,000 in the coverage of property damage. In insurance codes are documents such as shown 360 and 5. Homeowner liability insurance. Most of standard homeowner policies are including the basics amount of personal liability coverage. Homeowner liability insurance covers the someone's use over injuries or property damage That you are fully family members caused by other people's. This is the person choosing for good behave to someone or broke to the leg in the trip as fall accident, your house and leak pros who are adequate running in the damage to your dog. Personal liability coverage pays for your legal defense in your court and financial damage awarded with your court up to the dollar amount outlined. Your policy liability limits usually start $1 million. Rental liability insurance is the insurance that are coverage for similar liability coverage and homeowners.